Assalamu alaikum dear students, welcome to all of you in lecture 6, and today we will explain and discuss the respiration process, which is the last important topic of the chapter 7 bioenergetics. Dear students, the respiration is by definition the cellular energy yielding process is called respiration, or we can say that the process in which food is oxidized and oxygen is reduced into water. This is an energy yielding process. Previously we discussed the photosynthetic process. Photosynthetic process is anabolism, while respiration is also metabolism, but it is catabolism. It is catabolism. Here, destruction of the molecules will take place and energy will be released. The overall reaction will be like this: C6H12O6 and the glucose molecule will plus energy. We will get carbon dioxide, water and energy. If we compare this process with photosynthesis, it is exactly opposite process of the photosynthesis, because in photosynthesis there was synthesis of the molecule, but here there is destruction of the molecule. The food molecule which was formed in the photosynthesis is now oxidized to get energy. Dear students, if we compare the cellular respiration with simple burning process, in burning process, oxygen is used to break down the CH bond in fuel and we get energy in the form of heat and light. On the other hand, respiration is also, in the cellular respiration also, we use oxygen to break the bond between carbon and hydrogen, and we get energy in the form of ATP. From burning we get uncontrolled energy in the form of heat and light, and in the respiration we get controlled energy and we can store it in body in the form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate, which is a popular energy currency. Second, burning don't need any catalyst, biological catalyst like enzyme, but respiration is wholly an enzymatic process. Burning in the living structure is not possible because it will release the uncontrolled heat and the damage of the cell will occur. But in the respiration, the control energy we will get, and this is an enzyme facilitated process, chemical process. This is the catabolic metabolism in which the glucose molecule is broken down into carbon dioxide, water, and energy we get. Energy we get in the form of ATP. Dear students, it was the introduction of the respiration process. Usually, we think that when we talk about the respiratory system and breathing and the gaseous exchange, these three act and the cellular respiration. Sometimes we mix these three terms with each other, and then we fail to understand what is the difference between the cellular respiration, breathing, and the gaseous exchange. These all are the three steps of a single process. First is breathing. We exhale, inhale, and exhale the gases. Then the gaseous exchange in the lungs, where the gases move to the blood and gases move out from the blood. And then the cellular respiration process, in which food is oxidized. Food is oxidized and energy is being released. So these three cellular respiration, breathing, gaseous exchange, and cellular respiration are the three interconnected steps of a single process called respiration. Now students, we are moving ahead and we will discuss the types of the cellular respiration. The cellular respiration is of two types mainly. Having two major types. Anaerobic respiration and aerobic respiration. Dear students, anaerobic respiration is that type of respiration which usually occur in the absence of oxygen. And aerobic respiration is the type of respiration which occur in the presence of oxygen. First, we will explain anaerobic respiration. The anaerobic respiration is a type of respiration by definition. The type of respiration which occur in the absence of oxygen. In the complete absence of oxygen, the anaerobic respiration usually occurs. The overall reaction will be like this. The C6H12O6 molecule is converted. If it is an animal cell, it will convert into lactic acid plus 2 ATP of energy. And if it is a plant cell, then C6H12O6 will convert into ethyl alcohol plus carbon dioxide plus we will get here the 2 ATP of energy. Usually in the aerobic respiration, if one molecule of glucose is oxidized, 36 ATPs are usually, we can get 36 ATPs. But here in anaerobic respiration, we can just get 2 ATPs. This process is also called as fermentation. Anaerobic respiration is also termed fermentation. Now let's explain its types. Anaerobic respiration or fermentation is of two types: alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation. Let's discuss them separately and then its importance, that how this process is important. First is alcoholic fermentation. In alcoholic fermentation, ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide is released, but let me to tell you in detail. In the first step, step 1, the glucose molecule is converted into 2 molecules of pyruvic acid plus 2 NADH plus 2 ATPs we get in this step. And this is called glycolysis. This is important to tell you that glycolysis is the first step in aerobic and anaerobic respiration both. This step is common in both aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Glycolysis, by word glyco means sugar and lysis means breakdown. So this is actually the breakdown of sugar molecule. I am writing its equation to C6H12O6 is converted into 2 molecules of C3H4O3 plus 2 ATP plus 2 NADH. This is step 1. In step 2, what happened? In step 2, the pyruvic acid is converted into ethyl alcohol plus carbon dioxide and 2 NADH, which are found in the glycolysis give its proton and electrons and become NAD. They are the coenzymes, okay? So in the step 2, we get from 2 pyruvic acid, we get ethyl alcohol molecule, carbon dioxide, and finally we get just 2 ATPs which was found in the first step of the alcoholic fermentation, which is glycolysis. Now the next type is the lactic acid fermentation. In the lactic acid fermentation, the step 1 will be same for the lactic acid fermentation also, but here the 2 pyruvic acid molecules will convert into lactic acid and no carbon dioxide molecule will be found. Here in alcoholic fermentation with ethyl alcohol we got carbon dioxide, but with lactic acid fermentation there is no carbon dioxide. We will get no carbon dioxide. Dear students, alcoholic fermentation usually occur in the plant cells and lactic acid fermentation usually occur in animal cells. Why? Because of the enzymes. This is whole enzyme mediated process, and without enzyme, so the set of enzymes which can do only alcoholic fermentation are present in plants and bacteria and some fungi also. And the animal cell don't have that set of enzymes which are responsible for the alcoholic fermentation, but rather than they have another set of enzymes which can convert the pyruvic acid into the lactic acid. Dear students, these are the 2 types of anaerobic respiration, which is also called as fermentation process, alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation. Now I will proceed and will tell you the importance of the alcoholic fermentation and lactic acid fermentation step by step. Importance of fermentation. Importance of fermentation. First is evolutionary importance. Dear students, when this earth came into existence, there was no free oxygen. There was no free oxygen at that time. So when there was no free oxygen at that time, how life prevailed? So the life prevailed just due to the anaerobic respiration. But still there are some bacteria, if they have, because there is abundance of oxygen nowadays in the atmosphere, still some bacteria and fungi respire anaerobically. So evolutionists it have great importance, because when there was no free oxygen, how the life prevailed, how the life sustained in that time. So the only method of respiration was anaerobic respiration. So it's a great evolutionary importance. And it is also a possible way that if oxygen completely finish, what will happen? Still, there is a way that anaerobic respiration will happen. Although the amount of energy obtained from the anaerobic respiration is very little as compared to the aerobic respiration. Second importance we have in industry. Industrial importance. We are using too much the fermented products like yogurt, alcoholic beverages, although alcoholic drinks, being a Muslim, is prohibited for us. But still, alcohol is very important for different biological experiments and different type of. So the drinks, I will not, I will erase this word, but alcoholic products usually. Although for the beverages, alcoholic beverages is allowed in many non-Muslim countries, but being a Muslim, it is our belief that alcohol is prohibited in Islam. Along with that, the female students must know about the soya sauce. Soya sauce is obtained from a fermentation of a bacterium, of a fungus called Aspergillus. From Aspergillus, usually, it is obtained. Aspergillus. This is a species of fungi from which soya sauce is being obtained, which is used in many dishes. The third importance in human skeletal muscles. When you are taking regular exercise or vigorous type of activity, sometimes there is a shortage of energy. So that shortage of energy is overcome by the anaerobic respiration. It occurs in the very rare cases. If you got shortage of oxygen, then your muscle cells do the lactic acid fermentation and overcome the energy shortage. It usually in sports, if you are athlete or a sportsman, and it is a very probable that if you are performing a vigorous activity, then anaerobic respiration may happen inside your muscle cells. Now, these are the importance of the fermentation, few of the importances I mentioned here. Now, it's drawbacks. Some drawbacks. The first drawback is the low amount of energy. It provides very low amount of energy, just 2 ATPs. Just 2 ATP we get from a single glucose molecule as compared to the aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration, one glucose molecule gives us 36 ATPs. So it's very less amount of energy we can get. Second, alcohol accumulation is toxic for the cells. Third, with lactic acid fermentations in our muscle cells, sometimes the lactic acid accumulate in the form of crystals. And these crystals cause muscle fatigue, and it can physically damage the muscles also. So here are the 3 drawbacks. So still it is a very, very important process for those, especially for those organisms which usually anaerobically respire, because they have only, the only way that they can survive is the anaerobic respiration. Dear students, it was all about the introduction of the respiration, then the types of the respiration, then the anaerobic and aerobic types. The anaerobic, we explained anaerobic and anaerobic types, its importance, and what are the benefits usually it gives us, and then the drawbacks. Few of them I discussed with you. Hope that all of you have learned this. And in my next lecture, which will be lecture 7, inshallah, I will explain specifically the aerobic respiration, the mechanism of respiration. But one thing you should keep in mind, that glycolysis was the first step of the aerobic respiration. In the same way, it is the first step of aerobic respiration. Then the differences start between aerobic respiration and anaerobic respiration. Thank you so much. Hope that you have learned this lecture. If you have any question, still you have any question, any confusion, a bit of confusion you have, please frankly ask your question, place your question in our online session on the Zoom. Thank you so much.